Yesterday my locals did a Go tournament and I won it 4-0 undefeated. Here's my deck list and some thoughts on the deck. I played Rescue Cat OTK with a bit of spice. The goal of the deck is to resolve Rescue Cat and to special summon Yugioh Panda and or Mindless Radiance. Rescue Cat is pre-errata in Gold, so it doesn't negate the effects of anything it summons, and it's not a hard once per turn. And Yugioh Panda gains 500 attack for each monster that our opponent controls and does piercing battle damage, and Mindless Radiant boosts every single Earth monster by 500 attack. Because Rescue Cat isn't a hard once per turn, you can do Last Will, summon another Rescue Cat, Premature Burial, summon another Rescue Cat, Call of the Haunted, summon another Rescue Cat. The possibilities are infinite. For the other monsters, I am playing one Giant Rat. I don't like it at more than one because it conflicts with some cards in the deck and it keeps a Rescue Cat on board. I more like the Sangan that allows you to search a Rescue Cat, because then you get a Rescue Cat and you can decide when to commit. Otherwise you always have the Rescue Cat on board and your opponent can remove it or steal it and everything. I don't really like the Giant Rat because of that. And it's too slow anyway, because like you need the turn to crash with the Giant Rat and then you get the Rescue Cat. So Sangan does the job as well, if not better. One Morphing Jar because we like to draw 5 and it's nice to make our opponent discard valuable resources as well. One Cyber Jar because this is removal, it digs us deeper into the deck. It's just a great card. One Spirit because this, one Reaper because this is a hand loop and it's good to stall if we didn't open the cats. And one Death Bombard just because we like to have something against burn in case we are playing game 1 against burn already. For the spells I'm playing 3 Last Will. Last Will is just cracked. You can activate this and then whenever a monster is sent from your field to the graveyard, you can just straight up special one monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck. So you can do normal summon Rescue Cat, activate Last Will, or like do Last Will then normal summon Rescue Cat. Then if you activate Rescue Cat or if your opponent removes the Rescue Cat, you can straight up just special summon another Rescue Cat from the deck. 3 Tronade, because Tronade is great spell trap removal and it's pretty much mandatory because this is an OTK deck. One Heavy Storm because it's mass removal. One Pot, I don't have to explain what this does, I think. One Graceful Charity. One Lightning Strike, Lightning Vortex. Lightning Strike, I think. This is just mass monster removal. It's good as well because sometimes there are some monsters that you do struggle against. Not quite many, but we always appreciate mass removal. 2 Area B, just because we don't care. This is a 3, this is a 3. We really don't care. Even the Death Bombard is a 3 and it's already at 1600 base attack. So you can, Death Bombard and the Mindless Radiant is a 2100 beta already as well. Then 2 Wave Motion Cannons, because we are already on the Reaper, 2 Gravity Bind and 2 Area B. Sometimes our opponent just can't attack and then Wave Motion Cannon is a win con by itself. It also allows you to just close out games faster. The same goes for the other burn cards. It's just nice that if you can deal like 7000 burn with the cat, then you can just deal 1000 burn in the next turn with the Wave Motion Cannon. For the equips, I'm playing a Power of the Mage. This like boosts one of my monsters that it's equipped to by 500 times the amount of spells and traps I control. One United We Stand. This is very good because most of the time you get like 5 monsters on board and then United We Stand is insane. One Snatch Steal. I don't like this as much as the other equip spells, I'll be honest, because oftentimes you just want to control like your 5 Earth monsters, like 2 Pandas, 3 Mindless Radiants. That's about it. You don't really need more. But it is removal. It in theory allows you to get another monster to swing into your opponent with, but in OTK deck, cards that give our opponents life points are not always the best, I'll say it like that. Then one Premature Burial, obviously to summon back the cat. One Call of the Haunted, obviously to summon back the cat. 2 Ojama Trio, because Ojama Trio gives our opponent 3 tokens that they cannot tribute, so we can clock up their board. I'm only playing this at 2 because at 3 you are opening multiples too often. And even though it's funny to give your opponent 3 tokens, then get rid of 1 and give them 5 tokens in total so that they cannot summon anything, it's not going to happen quite often. 2 Gravity Bind, because again, we don't care because we don't really have many level 4 monsters in our deck that want to attack. One Ceasefire, because Ceasefire allows you to dodge flip effects of monsters that your opponent has, burn them. This burns for every effect monster on the field as well. So you can have like 5 monsters on your side, 3 or 4 on your opponent's side, and then this is massive amounts of damage. This also allows you to dodge like Nobleman of Crossout, because this flips your own stuff face up as well. So if you got like a Zangan set, then you can do Ceasefire and your opponent can't cross out the Zangan. One Ring of Destruction, because this is really, really good to close out games as well, and its removal. And in the side deck, I was playing 2 Mystical Swordsman level 2, because I don't like many flip decks, and this is just great against them. It's also an Earth monster that doesn't really come up much, except for like Radiant, I guess, but it's nice to have. Then 2 Nobleman of Crossout, because again, flip decks, the 2nd and 3rd Death Bombard, in case we play against Burn. 1 Breaker, because it's just a good card, it's spell trap removal as well, but it doesn't help with the OTK, so I'm not main decking it. Then, if our opponent thinks, oh man, I'm gonna play Threatening Roar against him, or like Solemn Judgment on my normal summon of Cat, we are playing our own Solemn Judgment. We negate our opponent's Solemn Judgment, Threatening Roar, or whichever. We can also use this to protect our Gravity Bind so that we can keep our Wave Motion Cannon on field for a bit longer and then just beat them with the Wave Motion Cannon. That's a completely valid strategy as well. 1 Magical Drain, because this is like kind of the 4th Judgment if you only want to use this as back row protection. 1 Evil War Beast. This just bounces itself in the end phase, because Rescue Cat destroys the stuff you summon with it in the end phase. You can bounce this before it gets destroyed. It's decent in the grind game so that you don't lose out on your resources, but if you don't play against any really, really slow deck, then this is really not worth it. But if you play against a deck where you know, oh man, I'm gonna take like 50 turns, if you play against like Final Countdown Stall or something, then this is nice. Then 1 Magical Cylinder, because we can just win by burn damage as well, and if we play against an aggro deck, then this is just nice to keep us alive. Same reason for the Mirror Force, and same reason for the Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute also can get rid of our opponent's Ojama tokens to burn them for game. I already did this as well. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. My matchups were Goat Control and now Horus Control in round 1. Really base deck, and I don't know, I didn't really like struggle against it, but it was an even match, I'll say it like that. It was still a 2-0, but he had a really based list. I honestly love Horus as a deck in Goat, and we had a great chat as well. And in round 2, I played versus pretty much Goat Pile, I think. Like, not a special like warrior deck or anything, just good gold cards. It was a good deck. It was a good matchup for this deck as well, because people don't expect this. In round 3, I played versus again kind of gold pile, just gold good stuff. I had 1 game versus him in round 3 where I just sat on Wave Motion Cannon and Area B and beat him with the Wave Motion Cannon. Could have done it with the Rescue Cat as well, but yeah, Wave Motion Cannon is just a good card, and it's sometimes just safer. Like when I get like Cat in hand and Wave Motion Cannon on field for 7 turns already, I'm just gonna try if I can OTK him with the Wave Motion Cannon before I commit to the Rescue Cat. Like, I'm always scared of Threatening Roar because my stuff gets popped in the end phase. But yeah, I also had very many people play Wang Hu in their side decks against me. I kind of expected it because I dropped that I was playing Rescue Cat beforehand. But yeah, Wang Hu is a good card against this deck too. And in finals, I played versus a good buddy of mine. We had a bit of a ruling issue because he took my Rescue Cat with a Snatch Steal and then wanted to tribute it for cost without having legal targets and he was allowed to, but we ruled it that he wasn't allowed to. I had a really good hand anyway in that game, so I probably would have won 2, and I won in the next turn anyway, but goat rulings are a bit weird, so always be prepared to encounter rulings like, can I tribute Rescue Cat without having a legal target in deck? And yes, apparently you can. We also had a really fun game 1 in the last match, where he did Delinquent Duo me. I had a really great hand. Like, my opening hand was Last Will, Rescue Cat, Giant Grenade, Pot, and something else, and then he just Delinquent Duos me for like Pot and Cat or something. Then draw phase, he flips 2 just Trap Dust Shoots. Like, I had nothing in hand anymore, pretty much. And then the card that he had set was Magician of Faith, and he adds back Delinquent Duo, then I was just gonna concede anyway. Like, there are definitely some matches that you're gonna lose with this, but I don't think anybody plays through double Delinquent Duo, double Trap Dust Shoot as well. So it's not unbeatable, but it's a very good deck. I really love this. It's just really fun. It can stall, it can burn, it can annoy your opponent with the Ojama tokens, it can OTK with the Rescue Cat, and you can play freaking Rescue Cat. This is such a cool and cute and base card. Like, what else do you want? And as I mentioned, got 4-0. Next time I'm gonna play a different goat deck, so stay tuned for that one. And I hope you like the list. Feel free to copy and paste it and play it online as well. If you want to play online versus me, or if you want to play remote duels versus me versus this deck, then just hit me up. I'm in the Discord server that's mentioned in the description below. And I'd be glad to play this deck on Dueling Book against you as well. It's a really fun deck, and I just want to spread the love for some Rescue Cat. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Have as much fun with this deck as I had, and have as much success with this deck as I had as well. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, see ya.